Hey, my name is Nikolai, and I am Transguy Reacts, and I react to women's basketball, pro and collegiate. Today, I'm going to do a video about the transactions in the WNBA. Transactions. Okay, put this on transactions. Um, these are the player movement that's been going on. I'm gonna start in January 22nd because I feel like that's when a lot of things started happening that were more significant. I'm gonna go through this list and like point out things that I find interesting or controversial because I'm just it's there's more to come obviously because this is like I'm doing this at the end of March, and the league doesn't start until I think May 14th is when the league starts, when games actually start. So lots of movement to come, but there's been so much already, and yeah, it's interesting. So let's get into it. So first, we got January 22nd. We got Awak Career is out for the season, which I'm kind of surprised about. Awak is a really great player, but she's out the season for personal reasons. Same with Ileana Rupert. I actually don't remember her playing that much, so I'm not that impacted by her being out of the league, but those two people are out for personal reasons. Maya Caldwell with Indiana Fever, she signed a training camp. She always signs a training camp. She's been with the team probably for 2 or 3 years, and she doesn't get a ton of playing time, but she's a really good player when she does get on the court. She's just kind of overlooked, I feel, and she has a really great positive. She's really positive and really helps with morale and stuff like that and culture. You got Shug Sutton signing training camp with the Phoenix Mercury. That's interesting. I love Shug, but I'm more like Phoenix whole situation is weird with their new coach who has no experience in women's basketball at all. He's coming from the NBA. I think yeah, and he has like none, no experience. Not he's a girl dad is what they're like pegging him, and he's getting paid the most in the league because the owner of the Phoenix Mercury decided that he should be paid the most, even though he has the least amount of experience. So a lot of fans are pissed. We're not excited about this coming season. This probably is Diana Taurasi's last season, and it's like, ugh, why did you go out like this? It's just really disappointing. Anyway, happy for Sug, but I'm not happy about Phoenix Mercury. Jordan Holmes signed training camp with Seattle Storm. That's exciting because Seattle is like rebuilding right now, and they've got some really top players coming. I think that'll come up soon. Kia Nurse got traded from Seattle Storm to Los Angeles Sparks. Very interesting. And I wonder if that's kind of like that was a trade because later on, I'll talk about Neko Umake, and I wonder if that was somewhat a part of that trade. Natisha Heineman went from Connecticut Sun to Minnesota, which is quite surprising. She's been with Connecticut Sun for quite a few years, so she's going from the East Coast to the Midwest. Tiffany Mitchell I wonder if this was a trade. Is going from the Lynx to Connecticut, so that was probably a switch. Jessica Shepard is out for the 2024 season. That is interesting. Don't know why. Um, that's interesting. I don't know. I don't even have anything to say about that. She's a really good post player. Yeah, sure. I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't want to. She don't want to play this year. Jordan Canada was traded from the Sparks to the Dream, which I was surprised about, but I think she'll do well with the Dream. She'll play with Haley Jones. I think she could help develop that team as well. Ari McDonald was traded from the Dreams to the Spark. That probably was in tandem with Jordan Canada because they're both kind of point guards, um, which is interesting because Atlanta drafted Ari. I find it so weird when teams will draft someone and not really give them that much time. I mean, she was there probably for like 3 years, but I feel like if you're gonna draft someone, you need to commit for at least like 5 years, at least. Rebecca Allen signed a contract with Connecticut Sun. I haven't seen her in a minute, so that's cool that she's coming back. Ray Perel and Laisha Clarendon signed contracts with Sparks. Awesome, love Lay. I think she's amazing. Ray is doing awesome. Good to see her here. Dee Dee signed Richards signed a contract with Washington Mystics, and that's pretty exciting. Dee Dee was in the WNBL, which is the Australian League, this offseason, so she's got a lot of experience coming back. Nia Coffey, Ariel Powers, and Tina Charles signed with the Atlanta Dream. Crazy. Whew, that is a powerhouse. Nia Coffey, Ariel Powers, and Tina Charles. Tina Charles is coming back to the league. She didn't play last year for personal reasons. She's kind of been moving around a lot since she left New York, trying to find her fit. I think she'll do well at Atlanta. Again, I really hope that they can help with Haley. I think Haley's an amazing player, but she needs some more vets around her. New York had a lot of movement here. Leon Lonnie Fibich, I don't know who that is. Stephanie Mouli, don't know who that is. Ivana Docic, I do know who that is. And Okaka Adika. There's probably a chance these people are just the training camp contracts, and those people will probably get cut. Except for Ivana. Jordan Canada. Jordan Canada signed a core contract with Lost, but she went. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. Um, Emily Inkstler signed with Washington. Damaris Dantas. Oh my God, Damaris hasn't been in the league for a couple of years. She's from Brazil, so I'm excited to see her come back, be with the Indiana Fever. Natasha Cloud signed with the Phoenix Mercury. She's been with Washington Mystics her entire career, and so this is really exciting to see her on a different team. Um, um, we'll see what happens with that. I think she'll do fine. Um, Julie Van Loo. I don't even know who that is. Um, Rookie scale contract. Okay, Rachel Banham signed with Connecticut, which is not surprising. She usually goes back and forth, I feel, on the East Coast. Skylar Diggins Smith going to Seattle. That's fucking huge. She left Phoenix Mercury because there were some issues with her and Diana and just with the coaching staff in general. And so she decided to leave, and she is with Seattle now, and I think she's going to be great. Lindsay Allen signed with Chicago. Carly Samuelson signed with Washington Mystics, and Satu Simley is staying with the Dallas Wings, which is good to hear. Lots of movement with Minnesota Lynx. You got Courtney Williams, Alana Smith, and Bridget Carlton signing. I think they'll do good there. They'll do well. No issues that. Kaylani Brown signed with Dallas again. Awesome. She's staying. And then with the Aces, you got Morgan Jones, Sydney Colson, Megan Gustafson, and Kia Stokes signing with the Aces. I'm kind of shocked by the Megan Gustafson. I think she's an okay player, and she's come a long way since college. The team, I think it was Indiana who drafted her. They actually developed her, and she got a lot better. But do I think that she is Las Vegas Aces caliber player? No, but hey, we'll see. Liz Dixon and Kayana Traylor signed with Minnesota Lynx. Kayana Traylor was with Virginia Tech, and then she got drafted, and then she got cut from training camp. So she's back in the training camp. She'll try, but I don't think she's good enough for the WNBA. I'm sorry, Kayana, if you ever see this. I don't think you're that skilled for the W. Monique Billings, Taylor Mikesell, and Virag Kiss are with Los Angeles, but only Monique Billings is signing a contract, which not surprised because she's amazing and they should keep her. She's really good at social media. She's a great plug-in for doing any kind of promotion of the league. I would say gets a lot of good numbers. Renaya Davis, Kiana Smith, and Sydney Weiss are all on a training camp to Connecticut Sun, which is very surprising, especially for Renaya Davis. I think she deserves to be on a team. And then Chicago Sky let go a student Door. Okay. I think she's pretty good, but I don't remember if she was that impactful. And then Mariah Jefferson got traded from the Mercury to Connecticut Sun, as well as Astu Nador, or Astu Dor, I think her name is. She got sent to Connecticut. And then Christine Williams and Rebecca Allen are with the Phoenix Mercury. But Rebecca Allen signed a contract. Christy Williams is on training. Kamaria McDaniel training camp with the Aces. I don't even know who she is. Sorry, I don't know who you are, but I don't think that's gonna last. Diamond Shields signed Chicago, and then Taya Raymer contract. Neko Gumike is going to Seattle, which very exciting. So it's gonna be NECA, it's gonna be Skylar, it's gonna be Jewel Lloyd. Blowing my mind. It's gonna be so exciting. Then you have Brianna Jones coring with Connecticut Sun. Last year she tore her ACL, so it's really great to see that they're coring her. She deserves it. She's a great player. I'm really excited to see her this year. Brianna Frazier with New York Liberty on a training camp. I don't know who she is. Brianna Turner and Michaela Onyenwede are traded from Phoenix to Chicago. Them going together I think is a good idea, and they're both really good players, so no issues there. Kalai Copper got traded from the Sky to Mercury, which I'm not surprised about. I'm not surprised. I'll just say that. And then Morgan Burtouch is with the negotiating contract with the Phoenix. I don't know who she is. Lexi Brown signed a contract extension with the Sparks. I think that's a great idea. Taylor Soule, training camp with Minnesota Lynx. Alyssa Cunane, training camp with Washington Mystics. Again, she got drafted and did not make a team because there's just not enough spots. Dewana Bonner signed with Connecticut Sun, so she's staying there with Alyssa Thomas, her partner. That's great. Stephanie Sora signed a rookie contract with the Wings. Kiers, I don't know how to say it, Kiersray Gondrizik, training camp with the Chicago Sky. And then you got Candace Parker signing her contract with the Aces, which we all knew she was coming back. This is probably her last season, to be honest, but we'll see. Makia Herbert Harringen signed a contract with the training camp with the Phoenix Mercury, and then Bria Hartley signing a training camp with the Aces. I am shocked that Bria Hartley is not in on a team, but we'll see what happens with the Aces. But that's shocking. Kennedy Carter signed a training contract with Chicago. Interesting. I don't think she's gonna make it. She has a really bad attitude, and doesn't seem to have any remorse about her actions in the past, and so that's just not gonna work. So we'll see what happens with that. Natasha Mack, training camp with Phoenix Mercury. Morgan Birch signing a training camp with Phoenix Mercury. Emma Cannon signing a training camp with Dallas Wings. What? Emma Cannon? Excuse me, Emma Cannon. Emma was on the Indiana Fever, wasn't she? I'm pretty sure. And she's getting a training camp with Dallas. She should just be signed. I can't believe that they're not. She's great. Amy Atwell, training camp with Phoenix Mercury. Jamie Nard, training camp with Phoenix Mercury. Not surprised. They're just not. There's just not enough spots. So Morgan Green, training camp, New York Liberty, and then Sanaya Malashka is no longer with the Chicago Sky. Ruthie Hebert signed a training camp with Minnesota Lynx. Okay, training camp, interesting. Shea Petty, training camp with Connecticut Sun. Shea Petty and Ruthie Hebert, training camp. Okay. Jonquel Jones signs with New York Liberty. Of course, she was going to stay. And the Dallas let go Katya Latska. Julie Alamon signed a contract with Chicago Sky. Jocelyn Willoughby, training camp with Connecticut. Kennedy Burke, contract with New York Liberty. Katrina Party and Jalen Brown, rookie scale contract with Dallas Wings. I don't know any of those people. I don't know who Jalen or Katrina or Kennedy are. Julie Armand was traded. Okay, so she signed a contract with Chicago, and then she was traded to Los Angeles in 2 days. Okay. Lee Yuri was traded from Chicago to Los Angeles, and then you got Kayla Davis, Kiana Williams, and Alana Coates training camp with Seattle Storm. Training camp? Oh, it hurts my heart to even read that. That's fucking wild. Sevji Uzin, rookie scale with Dallas. Brianna Stewart obviously signed a core contract with New York Liberty. She wants to stay there. She's from New York. Khadijah Cave, training camp with Atlanta Dream. I don't know who she is. And then Atlanta Dream exercised their option with Ryan Howard and Naz Hillman. I don't know what exercise means. I'm assuming that means they got to keep them, which makes sense that they would keep them. They're both very good players. Olivia Upupa signed a training camp with Minnesota Lynx. Maya Hollingshed training camp with Phoenix Mercury. Stephanie Dolson signed a contract with Washington Mystics, which is kind of cool because she started with Washington and then they traded her, and then now she's back, so that's kind of interesting. Exclusive negotiating rights with Rebecca Gardner were traded to the New York Liberty. Okay, interesting. Or were traded from the New York Liberty. Katie Sissoko was waived by the Phoenix Mercury, but not surprised. Anna Tadic signed with rookie scale with New York. And then this happened today, which I was fucking shocked about. The Victoria Vivians was waived from Indiana Fever. I'm shocked. She's an amazing player, and I can't believe they're waiving her. She deserves better than that. But I hope she lands on her feet with another team. I think she's an amazing player and should be on a WNBA team. So yeah, that's the list. It's a lot. There's a lot of transactions. Obviously, this is March 21st, so there'll be more to come. There's like 2 more months until the game starts. So WNBA game starts. So lots to happen. Lots of movement. Very excited. Very disappointed in some of the things that have happened, and of course, things will get shooken up during training camp. A lot of people are not going to make it. A lot of people are going to get drafted who are not going to make it. And that's just how it is. It's just like a kind of like exciting and disappointing time, and there's nothing you can really do about it. So that's it. All right. That's all I got. Really excited about what's to come, and I'll make another update probably closer to the start of the season, based off of what's happened since March 21st. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.